If you could delete anything from the world, what would it be? Corruption. Cancer. I just last week found out from a Heath PET scan and based on P-test and subsequent MRI that I have a most likely malignant tumor in the right side of my skull, not brain. Not looking for sympathy or whatever, just feel like holy shit, this thing really does just come out of nowhere. Just did the P-test on a whim. Here's hoping, but mostly just want to say yeah, it can strike anyone suddenly for no reason. It always happens to someone else. Scary as duck now. Edit, thanks for all your support and stories, everyone. If anyone was wondering what P-test, it's this Asahi.com. Basically worms that are attracted to cancer cells, just came out here in Japan where it was developed, it's all the rage. Looks like it's pretty effective, too. I have brain cancer. This is the hardest part. It should be easier once you know what you're dealing with. It's the unknown that is the worst. Good luck, you got this shit. Man, you're so right about the unknown. At the start of Thanksgiving break, my dad got his prostate cancer diagnosis from the MRI scan, and it says it was a grade 5 tumor which was described to us as very, very aggressive via Google. But the office was closed for 5 days for Thanksgiving, so we had to go through the holiday without knowing how bad his chances were, what the next steps were, how much danger he was in. It was awful not knowing. But then we heard back from the doctor and it turns out it wasn't such a bad situation. It hadn't spread to the lymph nodes and he got into surgery on Christmas and they supposedly cut it all out. We got lucky. I hope you are doing well with your situation. Best wishes for a successful treatment and recovery. Child abuse of any kind. Kids deserve to grow up happy and healthy in an environment around people that nurture and love them. Not only children suffer from abuse, let's delete abuse as a whole. Yes. Children, adults, animals, no living creature deserves cruelty. Or vegan recipes for anyone who agrees. Mental illness. Too many lives affected by good intentions coming to support someone, but it turns out to be an abusive power dynamic. Too many lives lost to a very worrying level of apathy. Imagine the life that so many people could have and be happy in, but their natural brain chemicals are just like nah. Sucks. My next door neighbor. Hessa cunt. The most commonly used word in each language. Watch the chaos. Why use many word when few word do trick? When me president, they see. The see. Hello fellow American. This you should vote me. I leave power, good. Thank you, thank you. If you vote me, I'm hot. Taxes, they'll be lower, son. The Democratic vote for me is right thing to do, Philadelphia, so do. Money me, money now. Me a money needing a lot now. Mosquitoes. Ticks. Can we just say parasites? Monkey's paw. Humans are deleted. That's not how the monkey's paw works. Monkey's paw does ducked up shit to make your wish come true, a genie twists your words. If you wished for a sandwich, the monkey's paw would cause your dad to die and then at the funeral there would be sandwiches. A genie would give you a sandwich that you can't actually eat or full of bugs because you didn't specify. The turkey's a little dry? He was so close to seeing donuts rain. Different Halloween episode, but partial credit for knowing the reference. The third law of thermodynamics, or the law that matter cannot travel faster than light. I'm playing the long game. You would just rewrite the whole functioning of this world. Given that the speed of light is more accurately thought of as the speed of causality, yes, this would break everything lol. I didn't want to say it as it's pretty petty in a post like this, but you're right, the speed of light isn't the barrier, the laws of physics are. Light hits the cosmic speed limit, it doesn't set it. PLS explained to a dummy like me. Light wants to go faster but can't because of physics. But what about physics prevents light from moving faster? Because Max Planck said so. Shouldn't have said Thaith, shouldn't have said that. Tinnitus. That damn loud beeping. Luckily mine isn't all the time and usually easy to ignore. Shitty abusive people. That's a wide enough net to catch all the above named individuals. Unfortunately mosquitoes survive in the scenario. You mean that's a net that can't catch mosquitoes? War. Star Wars, Thumb Wars. Wow, Storage Wars? They really Brited their answer, huh? Gonna need a bagel to get through this. Human trafficking. Yep. I work in anti-trafficking. Human trafficking is literally slavery and duck the fact that it is in everything. Clothes, food, general commodities. Don't even get me started on the child trafficking rings. Or that most of my clients were trafficked by their parents at 5, 10, 12 years old. God. It is 100% the one thing I wish could be deleted from this world. How do you even begin to enter that field of work? I was in school for my bachelor's in social work. I had no idea what I actually wanted to do with the degree. By senior year, I had to start applying for internships. There was a long list. It was so difficult discerning where I could fit best. I met with the field practicum person and they suggested an anti-trafficking program that specifically served a population of immigrants. I was drawn to it and it stuck. Edit to add clarity. Nuclear weapons. Edit 1. Reading these responses I've come to a conclusion this was not a good idea. I changed my answer to sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating and it gets everywhere. Edit 2. You duckers won't let me delete this shit either, huh? Fine. I get it. I would delete chihuahuas then. I hate those little bastards and I think the world would be a better place without them. Edit 3. Anybody seen Steve Buscemi? His family's worried. What have I done? This guy is going to need your service here pretty soon. I'm a bit worried about your username, there, bud. Maybe she died at birth and the op username is just a dark joke. Geez, I liked my other morbid thought better. Diabetes. Poverty. Pedophiles, AMD rapists. So you prefer Nvidia? No, he prefer AMD. He is okay with Nvidia rapists. He is okay with Nvidia rapists, so cryptominers? Greed. Putin edit, thank you for the upvotes and award smile. I would give anything just to delete my trashy past and restart over. You can't change the past, but you can make sure that for today and the rest to follow, you're your authentic self. The past is immutable, the future, as yet, unwritten. And every day, a new beginning to work on yourself, your life, and everything else. Your past doesn't define you, it can only make suggestions. To embrace or ignore them? That's your decision for your present and future. Press X to continue. Child porn. Pedophilia directly? The problem is wider than pedophilia. There are people who sexually abuse children simply to assert their dominance and position over them, not because they're mostly or only sexually attracted to them. I'd say delete sexual abuse, full stop, including any and all sex with children. Solves the actual problem much more thoroughly. Cancer. Depression. Facebook. Child suffering. Suddenly every child disappear from world. A finger on the monkey's paw curls up. Bedbugs. Death. My dog died today. Scams. Animal cruelty. Rapists. The act of brainwashing propaganda. I wish for a rational, educated world. Addiction. Sexual abuse. Putin seriously, people of Reddit, if you are able, in Canada if you donate to the Red Cross, the federal government will provide matching funds. Whatever country you are in, please show the people of the Ukraine all the support you can. I believe Airbnb accepts donations, tax receipt given if you are in the United States, and funds are used to shelter displaced people. Some people in Canada are even booking Airbnbs in the Ukraine and Poland, messaging the hosts that they won't actually be staying but to please use the money to support themselves through this difficult time and to host people who have been displaced if they can. Thanks everyone. Vladimir Putin. Let's extend this to all dictators, because let's be honest, although Putin is the biggest asshole right now, there are plenty others waiting to be like him.